All right, last imp.
Yo.
Yes. So as we were speaking earlier with Bad Seed about that whole era and everything that was going on, you were one of those dudes that just kind of popped up out of nowhere. You came out from Philly, you know what I'm saying? And just like everyone was like, yo, who's this dude?
Right.
And you were in New York as much as you were probably in Philly at that point.
More, actually.
Yeah.
Yep, more.
You know what I'm saying? So you were always around. I mean, I got so much footage of Fat Beats ciphers, and you were just always there. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah.
You know, it made me, hearing you and Bad Seed talking earlier, it made me put into perspective exactly how long all of us have kind of been in each other's lives.
Absolutely.
I saw somebody sent me something on YouTube of you spinning at Fat Beats.
Right.
I think it might have been my first or second time there.
Right.
I was 24 at the time. I'm 50. I'm 50 now.
Wow.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Bless.
No more.
You know what I'm saying?
So we're all blessed to even be here.
Absolutely.
Word.
Absolutely.
AARP all the way.
They have good discounts.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man. But those, you know, and there was it was such a great breeding ground, you know what I'm saying, for all of us to come up and it was during an era where there were definitely standards.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? And it's
That's
like
right.
and you had to be nice to get on and to you know move forward. You know what I'm saying? That's why
right.
we all still stick to that same, you know, that same
Exactly.
program.
Cut from that same cloth.
No internet tricks. You had to be.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes,
and
sir.
then let's just, you know, go back into the story to refresh my memory, because you actually had the deal on the table from Dre from Aftermath.
For sure, yeah. I was signed to Aftermath for about a year,
Right.
and some change. A good buddy of mine from that I went to college with was moving out to L.A. My man Dame Dollars to work on videos with Aftermath,
Right.
Geronimo Films, and he said, "Listen, man, I can't promise you anything, but I'll take your demo out there and let Dre hear it."
Right.
And he kept his word, and next thing I know, I'm on a plane, and me and Q out there rocking with Dre for
Shout
sure.
out to Q.
Yeah.
And what was the year?
The year was we actually signed in 98.
Okay.
Like 98, 99-ish.
Right.
But I in the meantime, I worked that whole circuit of just, you know, open mic contests and here in
absolutely.
New York City and cutting my teeth and you know, going in front of those hard, gritty New York crowds and all that. So yeah, man, that was an ill era.
Yo, Em, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I was almost over there too.
Wow.
We gonna talk. I'll tell you my
already
Dr. Dre
know.
Aftermath
You
story
already
too.
know.
I was
Yeah,
almost
let's
there,
chop
too.
it. Let's chop it.
And I must say that album that would have come out at that particular time was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For that moment and all the people you worked with, Prince Paul, RZA,
Man, listen.
it was the Beat Miners, Diamond, with all, you know, with De La was on the record.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
yo,
Madsol.
Let's go.
Madsol.
Sorry.
Madsol was on
Let's
there.
go.
Sorry, Madsol. Sorry. That record was crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah, man.
Nuts.
So, but you still put out great music. Since then, all the singles, the album, just like, you know, I mean, I spun for you many a times on the road, stuff like that, and just like, I mean, just watching the crowd react, and those songs were just great. And
Yeah, it really made me realize no matter what, of course, as artists, you know, we all have our stories.
Yes.
We all have our war stories.
Yes.
But I learned early on that no matter what, keep making good product, good music, you'll do something. You may not blow up, whatever that means,
right?
But you'll have an honest craft. You'll have an honest, steady stream of people who support what you do.
Yes.
You'll be here 25, 26 years later,
or Riz 70 years later,
and keep rocking, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna just keep rocking as long as people want to see and hear.
And on that note, we're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna get back to music. Yeah. We're gonna talk to you next, Madsol Desar.
No doubt.
Yes, because you had some history too.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
And I actually just brought your name up. I did a podcast this past week, and I brought your name up, and we're gonna talk about why.
We're gonna talk about that. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah. All right. Back to music right here. Rap is out of control.
Shade45.